Hi everyone, and welcome along. It's nice to have your company today. My name is Paul Bottrell. I'm the head trader and trading mentor for Actions to Wealth and Online Trading Profits. I am joining you today because Chloe and Orlando are having a few issues. Orlando is having internet issues and can't get in, and Chloe's just finishing off another program before she joins you guys today. I'm just going to mute my computer over here because I'm getting a little bit of flashback. And before we get into the show properly, I'm just going to ask one of the team to check the social media. Oh, it's okay. It looks like it's going great, actually. Okay, guys. So as I said, I'm coming on quite short notice just to help out today. Looking forward to spending some time with you guys on YouTube, on Facebook for Actions to Wealth, Facebook for Online Trading Profits, Twitter. It is nice to have you guys come today and to be along. I thought I might start off the show today by just sharing with you a couple of things that we are working on, developing some stuff that's sort of going on in the background at both Actions to Wealth and Online Trading Profits. We'll have a look at some charts and those kind of things, but what I'd like to show you first is this. Now, let me just share it for you guys up here. Look, if any of the normal Actions to Wealth guys are in play here, could you just let me know whether this is streaming properly everywhere? It looks to me like people are waiting for it on YouTube. Let's see. Now I'm going to try and share this, and to do that I need to go here and deal with the thing that is Zoom, which does just love to be just a little bit awkward to deal with. Rightio, guys. So as I say, I'm expecting Chloe to join me reasonably soon. Orlando won't be in today at this point. Internet in El Salvador is not playing along. Look, this is a new data information thing we're looking to make available to you guys not too far away, and it's a co-option with Markets Made Clear. And what it will do for us, it'll give us opportunity to have a look at these Forex ones, a number of other ones as well, but to have straight access to seasonal charts. And for those seasonal charts I'm just going to try and move these pictures along. And for those seasonal charts to have a weighted average and a long-term, it's 27 years in the Australian dollar. Tells us at the moment that we're in mid-August. We can come up here and we can say, look, really the history is to see some Aussie dollar weakness at this point. So it'll give us some seasonal charts that are more up to date to deal with, and also for those that want them, a chance to have a look at some extended COT data as well for the currencies, telling us. Sorry, guys, I've got the window in the way in a couple of places here. We'll look at the Australian dollar, so we'll open that up, and it'll bring up the Australian dollar here for us and take us through some information for us on the Australian dollar, giving us price charts, but also price charts, letting us know the commercial positions net as you come to the end here and have a look at this time here. It'll tell you that there's 45,444 long contracts on the Aussie dollar and 52,000. And you can see the thing here. You can see the numbers up the top here, and what we're really looking for is that net position. The commercials are net short the Aussie, which does line up quite nicely with the seasonals as well. This is the non-commercial positions, and the non-commercials are often the other way to commercials. Are still net short on the Aussie at this point. Now we'll have Ray come in and do some time on these charts. Not too far away. We're just trying to have them put into the new website. James is doing some work on that at the moment, and look, we'd expect the seasonal stuff's pretty cool. We'd expect to have some of this stuff out to you guys. I'm hoping to get the mentorship students a free month of this to have a bit of a play with it and get used to it. we'll have a look at the moment. Here's gold. Again, seasonally up. Sorry about the slow load. I've got a few computers and a few charts open at the moment. It might be causing a bit of a slow load. That's a bit frustrating. Where were we? Gold. Click on the arrow over here. We'll have a chat with Ray as to why the seasonals aren't loading for gold. Oh, look at that. Again, we can come along the bottom here and see August, and look, August really is a great time to buy gold seasonally. That you know, we have nice pullbacks around the middle of the month, and then into this lovely move that runs through this well-known move that runs through to Christmas. You'll see the weighted average is a little bit different here, and I'll get Ray when he comes in and talks to us to talk a bit about what that is. But it does suggest that the weighted average is a little more of a push up in August than a hesitation, whereas hesitation is a little bit later on the standard before it all takes off again. But it does look like August to September is a nice time. August to October is a nice time to be buying gold in a seasonal point of view. And again, with this, I'd imagine that on this one, if we have a look and open it up, we'll get some COT data on that as well. And we will have Ray come in and talk you through this stuff as to what you should take from it. You'll see here that the gold commercial positions, we come to the end here, and there's 139,803 contracts long, 418,180 short, and net it's pretty strongly short on gold COT. What that tells us is that gold producers are selling gold, as you would expect them to be doing at the price of gold at the moment. So look, we'll get you through this information. We'll try and get it out to you guys in the next few weeks and see how that goes. I'm just going to pop around and see if I have Chloe in the room with me. Don't have Chloe in the room with me at the moment. It is just me. I suppose that's not a surprise. We've only been going for 5 or 6 minutes. Look, let me just share this screen with you as well. We've been talking recently about some different stuff that we're working on, and I thought I'd show you the scanner. So it's on the other screen, so I'm just going to share. For the Actions to Wealth clients, we've been talking about trading or developing a strategy just using support 1 and R1, and this is a scanner for that, which weekly support and resistance. The red letters here tell us that the support and resistance have moved down, and we're looking for shorts, and the green ones tells us that it's moved up, and we're looking for longs. And in this particular case, we'd have been looking for a trade-off weekly pivot and heading well towards target. CAD Swiss is another one where you can see here that we would have hit, got put on this morning, and we're running away towards weekly R1 and target on this. So just another scanner that we've sort of developed for this thing I've been talking about for a little while. The black one means that we've got the squeeze going on here, which is always a little bit interesting. Lloyd's got a squeeze strategy that he teaches on his indicator course. So I always find that stuff a little bit interesting. Pound Swiss, looking to find a short from up there, both have moved down. So there's just some stuff to give you guys an indication of some of the stuff that we're working on in the background while we are while we're doing the rest of the trading and that kind of stuff that we're doing. Pretty busy time for us at this point. Look, I thought I might run through some charts as we wait for Chloe to join. I'm hoping she's not a long way away. They didn't give me a lot of prep for this today. Interesting Bitcoin. I think I've told a number of you guys a story before. For a little while, I did I had a profile that a friend set up for me on TradingView, and I ran analysis on Bitcoin and crypto for him as a way of getting popularity. We were the number one followed profile on TradingView for a couple of months there, and I really like doing analysis on cryptocurrency. And if you're into it, one of the things I like about it is it's just really good and technical. You can get some levels on here, and there's no fundamentals here. You know, it's going to go to a level, and then it's going to bounce, and it's going to pull back here and put in a low test bar. And if this bar finishes up here, it's going to pop back tomorrow and put in new highs the next couple of days. And it's very technical, and it makes it great trading. You know, you can see these levels which have been put on for some time. Price just loves to come to them and react to them, and it's just good trading. And my suggestion here is right now I'd be looking for those that are on Fusion and have the live account and have access to Bitcoin. If you're on Fusion live, the ATW accounts don't have the Bitcoin, but the Fusion your personal account does. I quite like that as a buy personally. I think that's going to create a ring low down here, and it's going to give you a really good chance. Nice risk reward trade back up to the top. So about 1.5 to 1 on that. Nice and comfortable trade done. I quite like that if you're into Bitcoin. Worth having a look at. Well, look, I'm just going to run through some charts with you guys for a little while now, and give some views on some different charts as we go. I'll go through. We've done Bitcoin. I'll have a look at gold and the S&P. Then we'll run through the majors and the minors while we wait for Chloe to come in and bring us some more prepared chats. Looks like Chloe might actually be in. Look, here's a gold chart. Mint gold just down at the moment. Obviously, nice run up on gold. Everyone's aware of that. And look, after the big sell, I was looking for a buy, and I'd been disappointed not to get on top of this bar here or this bar here. Nice opportunities. Then we had this little inside bar reversal, and that did hold me up. Guys who know me trading, I know I like to trade short underneath this, and I didn't want to get short on gold, so it just held me up for a day, which meant I missed this bar here. So I've got it up here. I should really be in one of these areas around here and still in profit. But, gold's one of those things where I'm just looking to establish positions and hold them, particularly on this account here. And I'm also on the US 500. Now you'll see these buys here. I bought it here, I bought it here, and I bought it here. I've got the stop loss on these two trades into this area here. And look, next month on the third Monday of the month, I'll buy S&P, and I'll pull my stop loss up below here. Now, you guys to do this on the ATW accounts again, you need to do this on your personal accounts. But you guys know when and how I buy S&P, the Actions to Wealth bar. It's a pretty simple strategy. Got a huge success rate, and each month I'm taking this trade initially, and I'm taking this trade initially and taking half it off at the next day, and then keeping the other half it on and going from there. Look, amazing, no matter how often you take this trade and it looks like it's going to lose, it always has a tendency to seem to win. Chloe, you in? Who's in with me?
Hi, Paul. This is Lloyd.
I'll tell you what, I might have to, I'm muted over there. I might have to unmute over here. What's going on? I don't have any sound. I need to. That is not where I want to be. Sorry, who's in with me?
This is Lloyd speaking.
Hey, Lloyd, how you doing, man?
Hi, Paul. I saw a message, so they said I'd probably just drop in a bit.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. It was a bit short notice. Orlando's internet's crashed out on us, and we've got Chloe finishing another event and coming to join us. She shouldn't be too far away. Mate, I've had a bit of a look at Bitcoin, gold, US 500. I've talked about the new scanner. I might show you the new scanner. Where is it? So this is the weekly support and resistance scanner, which shows you the squeeze in black, and both going up in green and both going down in red.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I was pretty keen on Kiwi Yen today, coming off weekly support, half out at weekly pivot and half heading for the top. No, I'm not. That's coming down. I've got the wrong one. And again, there's the other scanner as well, which we can also use. I'll get that through. You're not far away, mate. I was having a look at Bitcoin. I quite like Bitcoin. I wouldn't mind buying it there and getting a stop loss under the lows. I think on Bitcoin, you do want to keep decent stop losses. Talk a bit about gold. I got a bigger stop loss there than I wanted. We're talking about the S&P. What are you looking at the moment?
Actually, I'm looking at a couple of charts. Probably I'll just share something which I usually don't share during any of the sessions. But I'm keeping a keen eye on some charts that might be having reversals.
Mate, that would be great. Can we have a look?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab the screens. Okay. Yeah, so I think usually when I start my weekly analysis, I'll have a look at the weekly time frame. Yeah, just to have a clear look or direction where price might be going. Yeah, so this week, I just happened to notice that there's quite a few pairs that seems to be hitting a strong horizontal level and might reverse. Now, because I don't really trade reversals.
Yeah.
So what I usually wait is wait for the first retracement. I think that's one of the to me that's one of the better ways to trade a reversal. Yeah, because the first retracement usually signifies the start of a trend, new trend.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Julian got well embedded in the company, didn't he? It's one of the things he brought that everybody's really bought into, and it makes a big difference, right? Just wait and be prepared to trade the next one, right?
Yeah. So yeah, just sharing a few charts. I think the Aussie pairs are prime targets for this week. So like Aussie cat is clear cut. You can see that price is actually jumping off this 0.96 area. Pretty nice. Yeah. So I'm just really going to H4. In fact, some already read this as a head and shoulder pattern. Then we can wait for really a break of the horizontal level. Didn't really work out too well for this time round. Yeah. So I'm keen to see if price will actually give me another opportunity to go in another lower high. Then that would be great for me. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's Aussie cat.
Well, mate, it's a bit tough to read your charts. They're a bit dark back there, mate.
Is it? Let me change the. Is it dark? Oh, I think all my default screens are quite dark.
Yeah, that's a bit better, mate. That's a bit clear for me. I've got old eyes. The people watching the show around the different streams may well be in and able to watch this with no problem at all. But that's a bit clear for me, mate. So we're an Aussie CAD, and you've got it come off. You've had it come off a horizontal level. Nice head and shoulders there, mate. Nice head and shoulders.
Yeah. So this level 0.96, I think is a level that is worth keeping a lookout for. So I think price might possibly come in and check. So this is actually another area where I'll be interested to place a trade because anyway, we got the reversal here, lower high. If there's another lower high with a reversal price action, that's something that I'll be keen to jump into a trade too.
Yeah. Nice, mate. Nice.
So Aussie Yen also another target. I didn't really have time to set up my charts. So again,
coming in on short notice is a bit tough, isn't it?
Yeah, usually I kind of eyeball these kind of things. Yeah, so yeah. Aussie Yen is another prime target. Pretty much the same story. You can see that price. One thing that when I look at weekly level reversals, I really like to see consolidation near the horizontal levels.
Yep.
So when price consolidate near the area, reverses give me a next lower high or higher low, whichever that is.
Yep.
Then that's really a nice space for me to jump in.
So we're just looking for a pullback here to a lower high, and we'll start moving down from there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That Cat Swiss, in fact, this has already reversed. Yeah. So I think this is an example, a good example. You can see that price really hit on the weekly chart. Price hits the horizontal level.
Yeah.
So when we scroll back, I think this is a nice level to keep a lookout. Then on the H4, you can see that this is the first retracement. Price goes up, second pullback. So I think if anybody wants to get in here, wait for price to break another pullback. That would be really the third pullback on the H4 time frame at about 0.689. This will be a nice area to get in against. Yeah, just have to wait for the retracement.
Really, for these things, Lloyd, right? Really, there's two options for people who want to trade this, right? If you get a break here, a retest and a reversal bar, you can go long, right?
Yep.
The alternative is it bounces off this level, comes back and puts in a lower high, in which case you can start looking short and assume that the level's held.
Sorry, Paul, I didn't quite catch your last sentence.
Sorry, there's two ways you can trade, all these levels, right? If it breaks above here and closes above, then you're looking for it to push up, come back and retest, and give you a reversal bar, and you go long. And on the other hand, brilliant. On the other hand, if it holds here and comes down from the level, and then pulls back and gives you a lower high, you can go short.
So from here, that's the I'll say from here possibly. If you want
nice area. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these are always really interesting charts because right now there's a bit of a bias for the break and the move long, which is high probability, I'd have thought. But really, this is likely to provide us with an opportunity in either direction over time. If we're patient, it'll give us the right opportunity to get amongst it and make some money, right?
Yeah, I think the opportunity is definitely there. But as always, I think for anybody who's listening or for new traders, just be patient and wait for the setup. No need to rush in.
Yeah, it's one of the things, isn't it? New traders trade all around that resistance level, and they get cut up in the price action, right? And the one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to clear out of that area and then come back and give us a chart. But we're not trading it right now in the middle of that because it's likely to be a mess in there. There's likely to be, this is an area where buyers and sellers are fighting. And we want to stay out of those areas and let the areas get really clear before we get into them. Chloe, are you in with us? Is it you?
I am indeed. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Hi, Chloe.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Hi, Lloyd.
We're going to change the name of the show from tea and hot sauce tonight to bourbon and nice whiskey.
Bourbon and nice whiskey. I'm still the cup of tea, though, right?
You're in now, yeah. So we can have a cup of tea chaser.
Good stuff. I've literally just joined you, so I am clueless as to what you are talking about, pretty much.
Well, we're pretty much the same, to be honest, Chloe. We've popped in because Orlando's internet's let him down late, and Lloyd's come to help me. We've had a bit of a talk about the seasonal and cot data we've got from Market Made Clear. We're hoping to have that available in a couple of weeks to our clients. We've talked a little bit about just a couple of new market scanners we've got for some stuff we're doing some research on. I've talked a bit about Bitcoin. I've talked a little bit about gold and a little bit about the S&P 500, but not a lot really. And I was thinking I might have a bit of a look at some of the majors and minors, but Lloyd's had a look at, there we go. Same patterns, right, Lloyd?
Same pattern. It's always the same pattern in and out. No changes to it. Just gotta wait for it.
They call it the ABC and advance, back, continue. That's what you're looking for markets to do. And what a lot of new traders do is they get involved in the messy areas. And what you want to do is you want to advance through the level, pull back to the level, and then continue in the original direction, ABC. And all of these trading patterns are pretty much the same. And just stay out of that stuff, right? Look, the thing to remember is that as a trader, when it's the right time to trade, the picture is really clear to you. When you're trying to fit a trade to a market or trying to fit a trade to an opinion, it's not the right time to trade and you get smashed up. Watch this one, Lloyd. I've got my glasses on and
this will be Swiss yen. So on the weekly chart, this is how it looks like.
Oh, nice, mate. And guys, people always say, how many touches on a horizontal level? Well, that's up to the chart. But there's a beautiful horizontal level. And you'll see that a couple of those have just poked through. But, we've still got a nice clear level there. We're looking for bounce. And interesting enough, really, we've got a bit of a range with a sort of similar bottom formed as well on this, which, you know, it does look like a nice range trade back down to the bottom, and that'd be some pips away and a bit of an opportunity, you know.
Yeah. So for those who are aggressive and they manage to get in a position in the middle, especially for me, I would tend to try and manage to ride all the way down.
Yeah, look, it's one of those things, isn't it, Lloyd? I think one of the things we were talking with Julian the other day about exits. We were talking about, you know, people always ask, where do you exit your trade? And look, people have seen my chart recently. I've got a euro yen trade on that's 500 pips up that I've been in for about 3 months. And the reason I'm still in it is because I got in for a technical reason, and that technical reason's still valid for me. And if you're going to get in this trade and trade it towards the bottom, well, you know, you might want to, different people may scale out early and take some profit and take a bit more somewhere, but really you shouldn't exit this trade until your reason for getting in it is no longer valid. And the reason you've got into this is because it's a range trade bouncing off the top of the range, and the bottom of the range is the clear target. And the last part of your position should go the distance to the bottom of the range if you get that opportunity, you know. And you may have scaled in or out 5 or 6 times, you know, during the move. You might have taken some off, put some more on, you know, you might have just taken some off here and some off there and kept the last part. But it's a really good habit to get into, to leave the last, even 0.1 of a trade on for target that's further away. Which is this one, mate?
This will be EuroCAD weekly. Also really nice horizontal levels that we have over here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly, there's some nice stuff setting up on the weekly charts, isn't there?
Now on the H4, you can see that first pullback, possibly second pullback. Still got a chance to get in. I mean, I've got no rush for that. So you can always just wait for price to, again, same thing, break this level, go in.
Nice. Yeah. Look, it's great. It's great, Lloyd. And one of the things that Lloyd's also showing us is time frame correlation. So he's finding levels on a weekly chart, and he's looking for entries on a 4-hour chart. And the longer, the stronger. The longer the area of support and resistance, the longer the chart it comes from, the stronger it'll be. And the more you can set up shorter term charts, sort of time frame charts, to get better reward to risk trade. So instead of trading a weekly support or resistance bounce on a weekly chart and having a stop loss of 300 pips, you trade it on a 4-hour chart and have a stop loss of 50 pips, which does wonders for your reward to risk in your trade.
It's something that I was in Ash and Jeff's show this morning, Paul.
Oh, nice.
Something that Ash and I were talking about as well was, because as most people listening probably know or may not know, I'm a very, very predominantly a trend trader, and I will trade trends until I see a technical reason not to, which has to be seeing technically the end of the trend. So even if people around me are saying, oh, I think that's overextended, I think it's ready to turn around now, I will still continue trading that trend until I get probably stopped out of 1 or 2 trades, maybe at the end, hopefully just one. And that will be the thing that tells me to stop trading that trend. So I will very often, there's an example on CAD yen at the moment, I will very often still be looking for long positions long after other people have started to look for short positions, for example. And that's part of my trading plan and part of my strategy. However, what I was talking to Ash about this morning was the very best trades are to be had where you have planned in advance, you've done your market analysis, and you're waiting for a particular level, exactly like what Lloyd's doing here. He's picked the horizontal levels and he's looking for technical areas on the chart to trade according to what that chart, the market analysis he's done is telling him. And those are the best trades. So while I will continue to trade trends as long as they continue, really the probably, I mean, sometimes it could only be 4 or 5 opportunities in a year where I've really done my chart analysis, found an area, waited for that area, taken a trade from that area, and then continued to ride the resulting trend. Those are absolutely the best opportunities.
That's one of the things for trend traders, isn't it? There's that, you know, I think sometimes there's a bit of a myth talked about this kind of trading. Trend traders don't make, and it's different for guys like Ash who have a strong fundamental basis and are into the short-term stuff a little bit, but genuine trend traders, they don't make the same amount of money every month. What they're looking to do is find 3 or 4 trades in a year that absolutely smash it, and the rest of the time have a couple of good months and a couple of average months. You know, you don't smash it every month because there's not. You have to wait for the great setups, don't you? And then you've got to absolutely. The absolute key to trend trading is to nail the big moves, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for your setup, and then when it happens, because you've been waiting so long and you've analyzed the market so well, that then gives you the confidence to not only take the first trade, but to take every subsequent trade in that trend. And that's where you can make a month's worth of winning trades that can cover you for the next 3 months of sitting waiting for the next opportunity again.
Boy, Lloyd, I just want you to do this on my charts all the time. Boy, it looks simple on you when you're drawing this stuff on. It really does. It just looks like, you know, if you're on a decent time frame and you wait for the right opportunity, there's just a million opportunities turn up. It really is. Looks nice, mate. Looks really nice.
These are just simple drawings, but I think initially it's the same. You just struggle, have to wait for them to set it up itself. But,
yeah, yeah. So much of trading, and you know, people talk about, you know, all the drama and how exciting it is and all the rest, but really good trading is the most boring thing you can do, right? You wait 2 weeks for something to happen, it doesn't happen, you've got to wait another week for something else to happen. You know, it's not about you know, really good trading is about taking your time and waiting for the right opportunities, right?
Absolutely. Sit on my hands. I think I'll earn more money while sitting on my hands rather than clicking the buttons.
Yeah, there's an old analogy which I always find quite confusing when I hear it, but I was talking about, you know, you're better to be on the ground wishing you're in the air than in the air wishing you're on the ground. In other words, you don't want to be on a plane that's going to crash. And it's the same with trading, right? You're better to be out of a trade thinking it'd be nice to be in it than be in a trade thinking, oh, what am I doing in this mess? You know.
I think probably Chloe might have something to share with us. Otherwise, I can go through 4 more charts, but let's see.
So we've got 6 minutes before we got to start and clear out of the social media for Ash and Jeff are coming in with Learn to Trade Free US show preview at 1:30. Anything you want to share?
Yeah, a couple of things, Paul. Let me just see if I can grab the screen here.
Well, I don't really like it when that camera jams in on me. I feel like, you know, I could have put a dress shirt on for this.
No need, Paul. No need at all. Let me just get rid of that for a moment. So I did mention that I was looking at CAD yen. And obviously Lloyd has gone through most of the yen crosses and shown those potential reversal patterns and the levels. However, with CAD yen, what I'm looking out for is this horizontal level here. It's slightly different to the other yen pairs in that it has been a level of resistance there, but actually price has broken through that and is currently potentially just testing that level as support. And so that's why I'm continuing to look at CAD yen, where some of the others look like they may be heading downwards. CAD yen is one that I'm still looking out for potential long opportunities based on this horizontal level here. And I suppose the time frame I'm most looking at here is the 4 hourly. I'm basically just waiting for my strategy setup. If it happens, I'll get in. If it doesn't happen, then I won't. You know, it's just a kind of sitting and waiting kind of situation, but it is based still on that horizontal level there.
Nice.
So that's something that I'm looking at. I'm going to be looking at that for the next probably couple of hours or so. And then the other thing that I wanted to look at was gold. And again, this is something that a lot of people, and I can't say I disagree with them at all, a lot of people might be saying, well, that move on gold is definitely over. We've seen this massive pullback. We're now potentially looking at a lower high, perhaps, being put in on this daily time frame, and then we may get another leg down. And I don't disagree with that at all. And I think that's likely to be what may happen. However, on my 4 hourly time frame, I've kind of got a bit of a roadmap of horizontal levels here. I was discussing this with Orlando yesterday as well. And this horizontal level here, let me see if I can adopt Lloyd's drawing skills. This horizontal level here, where we had all of this horizontal resistance, we've smashed through it to the downside, but we've then come back above the level and we've tested it once. What I'm looking for is a really, really nice test of that level. And I'm looking to see if there is anything further to the upside. And I do want to just qualify this by saying, or repeating, and I think saying what you were saying earlier, Paul, as well. I will trade the trend until something tells me not to. And this is a trend. That is a higher high and a higher low. So I'm trading long until something tells me not to. However, I do not expect this to be one of those 4 or 5 opportunities per year that is going to run 1,000 pips. I think this could be an opportunity that I'm in for a reasonably short amount of time, and I'll be very conservative with my target setting, because overall I do actually think that there is the possibility, of course, that we could see a lower high here on the daily and it could come back against. But according to my trading plan, I'll be trading this long if I get a setup according to my strategy.
Chloe, one of the things that's great about gold, if you're trading gold, first of all, remember, if you're trading gold, that stop loss is a lot different to trading currencies. You need to give gold space. Gold is not as tight. The other thing about gold, it's like crypto. There's not actually any fundamentals for gold. They're not putting out GDP numbers tomorrow on gold. There's no inflation numbers on gold. So while gold is valued in the US dollar, and that can impact the price, overall, gold's really good technically. It loves horizontal levels because it's not bullied away from the horizontal levels by fundamental news. So I think trading gold off technical levels is a really nice technical trade. It's a really nice product to trade if you've got a bit of, as Ainsley's showing recently, if you've got the right experience and the right opportunity. And that does look like a buy to me. And you know, it's funny, I'm still have a bit of a different opinion on gold. I'm pleased that they've cleared out some of these longs and then had a nice retracement and pushed down some levels. But right now, I'm sort of the same, Chloe. I'd be buying that, and when I get a lower high, I'd be out. But until I get a lower high, I'd be quite happy to sit in this and see where I go. You know, gold, and this is my not concern here, but you know, I personally, gold tends to move and then consolidate, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see it consolidate in here for a little while. And if you get a nice reversal bar and enter off the bottom, then sitting in the consolidation is not the end of the world anyway, you know. But that would be my only concern. I'd like to take it back to the top, to be honest. I think it's got some good legs when it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we need to give 2 people time to have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee or a bourbon, and get ready for Ash and Jeff. They'll be on in about 10 minutes. So we need to wind up so we can get the restream sorted out with the right topic. I think, Chloe, can you check on that? I think Angel's doing it, but can you check on that and make sure it's done? Any final stuff, Chloe or Lloyd? Do you have the best one of the day so far, or anything you want to say before we wind her up?
To be honest, Paul, I've been waiting all day for this CAD yen to set up and the gold to set up. So just being patient with that, really. I don't really have hundreds of things that I'm watching every day. I pick a couple of things that I watch. If they set up, great. If they don't, move on. And that's all I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Nice, Chloe. Lloyd, anything from you? Best one?
I'm currently just waiting for dollar yen. Probably just grab the screen and just demonstrate.
Yep.
So I think same scenario. Dollar yen, I think, is on a level. Yeah, so you can see that pass. I'm just waiting for price to bounce off, give me a higher low, and then I'll be good to go.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, high, low. Beautiful. Okay, dollar yen is the one for Lloyd. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. As I did mention that we will have Ash and Jeff on with Learn to Trade free with US session. They'll be on in about 9 minutes from now. Grab a drink, come back. We will log out of the social media. It'll be a different show they will log in with. Chloe will make sure the names, or Angel will make sure, one of them will make sure the names are right for this time. And go and enjoy the show with them. Another great half hour coming. Lloyd, thank you very much for coming along and giving me a hand. I was well underprepared for this. I appreciate your time. And Chloe, thanks for popping in and saying hi on your show as well.
No worries. We will speak to everyone tomorrow, same time. Hopefully Orlando will be back as well.
Yes,
and let's see what's happening in the markets tomorrow.
Cheers, everyone. Have a good day. Have a good night. Hey, trade carefully. Make good decisions, people. See you later.
Bye.